What's up YouTube, it's the Eradicate here, and today we're talking about my top 5 competitive Pokemon from Kanto. Obviously there's a lot of good Pokemon from Gen 1 that you could have chosen, a lot of different orderings you could have had, but here's what I have for my top 5 competitive Pokemon from Kanto. Coming in at number 5, we got Gengar. Gengar has been a staple of the OU metagame ever since Gen 1. The special split really helped him out a lot, as you can tell from his base stats. 130 special attack, 110 speed, really gives a lot of options for his special move pool. Now obviously he can either run like a Life Orb, you can run a Choice Specs or Choice Scarf. A lot of people run Focus Sash or Life Orb though. It really lets him choose between his move pool since it's so has such a good variety in it. Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, Sludge Bomb or Wave, Destiny Bond or Energy Ball, really depends what set you're going to run for it. So yeah, Gengar is one of the top Pokemon, or at least top special attackers from Gen 1 to choose, that's why I had to put him on the list. Alright, so coming up at number 4, we got Slowbro. So when you think of Slowbro, you obviously think about his defenses, and that's obviously what he's being used for, like a defensive wall. Slowbro's incredible bulk of 95 HP, 110 defense, and 80 special defense either allows him to become a mixed wall, or someone who focuses mainly on his defense, making him one of the best defensive walls in the game, not even just in Gen 1. Now, for his move pool, he has a lot of different good support moves, or just general tankiness. You're going to run Skull, generally to burn the physical attackers, Toxic or Thunder Wave based on what your team needs most, if it needs speed or killing, Slack Off to make sure he can stay throughout the fight, and Ice Beam or psyshock for extra coverage. Slowbro's ability of Regenerator is really helpful for any kind of defensive balance team. It really helps you switch out between your core without having him take a lot of damage from switching in from like Stealth Rocks or Spikes. Overall, Slowbro's probably the best tanky Pokemon from Gen 1, and coming in at number 3, we got Gyarados. Now Gyarados can run a lot of different kind of sets. Mainly you can see him run the special like D-Dance set, it's going to let him boost up. You can also see some support sets. We're going to focus on his standard Dragon Dance move pool. Once he is Mega Evolved, he has an attack base stat of 155, which is higher than Salamence and Garchomp. Defense stats are actually pretty good, that lets him set up on a lot of different kind of mons, like 109 defense and 130 special defense lets him take a lot of hits while he can set up. His speed base of 81 isn't that bad. When you Dragon Dance, it reaches approximately 120. And then for his move pool, you're going to run Dragon Dance obviously to set up. Waterfall, Crunch, and Ice Fang gives you the best coverage. You can also run Earthquake over any of those, but I prefer to run those three for the best well-rounded coverage. His abilities really let you play around a lot. You can either run Intimidate or you can run Moxie in your first one. Basically, I like preferring Intimidate because it lets you get a free Dragon Dance afterwards. A lot of people will switch into like a weak kill or revenge kill and get a free attack boost, but I prefer the Intimidate because it gets you a free Dragon Dance a lot of the time, forcing a switch. Coming in at number 2 for you guys, we got Dragonite. A lot of people's fan favorite dragon here. He's actually a really good competitive Pokemon to use too. Dragonite has one of the best well-rounded stats I've ever seen, with HP of 91, attack of 134, defense of 95, 100 in both special stats, 80 speed for a total of 600, one of the original pseudos. This allows him to run a variety of sets, either special, physical, Dragon Dance sets, and some like choice bands. I prefer the Dragon Dance move pool as well for this guy. It really supplements his poor speed. You're going to run Dragon Dance, Earthquake, Outrage, and Thunder Punch. Obviously just like Fire Punch, other moves you can switch out for those. Those are the ones that give you the best coverage. You can go and Smogon, they have a whole analysis of what moves to run for certain coverages. His ability of multi-scale is really helpful for him. It lets him basically take little damage from his first hit when he's at full health. Just be careful of Stealth Rocks. Other than that, it lets you get an easy Dragon Dance almost 95% of the time. And then for my number 1 Pokemon from Kanto that's competitively used, definitely has to be Charizard. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for choosing the Charizard, but I'm not talking about regular Charizard, I'm talking about Mega Charizards. The option that you have either Y or X really lets you be well balanced on your team. Also, you can't really tell what they're going to be running on their team a lot of the time. You can be switching to Chansey and then have to deal with the Charizard X, which is getting a free Dragon Dance. You can be switching into your like physical wall, and then Charizard Y comes out, Solar Beams, your Slowbro, and it's really not a good time if you're trying to fight one of these guys. I'll be going over Charizard Y first. Given crazy good special attack and 159 and 100 base speed, and a great move pool that really balances out well with his ability. Drought, we got Solar Beam, Fire Blast, Air Slash, and Dragon Pulse. 2 of your moves, Fire Blast and Solar Beam, will benefit from the Drought, as you have a lot of turns. You get instant turns, Solar Beams, and Stab, and some boosted Fire Blasts. It really hits like a truck. You can obviously run Focus Blast as well, depends on what your team needs for coverage-wise. These moves are just safer on the general end. There's really not much that he can't hit for at least neutral. He gets a lot of super effective hits as well. Then for Charizard X, he's probably my favorite of the two. He gets 130 base attack, 111 defense, 130 special attack, and 100 speed, and he still has 85 special defense. That's not terrible. This allows him to run a bunch of different move pools. He runs sometimes special defensive sets. He already has pretty good defense. I usually see the standard Dragon Dance and then your 2 attacking moves in Roost. His ability of Tough Balls was godsend as it boosts both Flare Blitz, Dragon Claw, and Outrage, all by like 30% of its damage done, which helps you net a lot more one-hit KOs. And yeah, I didn't really want to add someone in like Kangaskhan because he's just so overpoweredly broken, and he's like Ubers. A lot of people frown upon using that unless it's like doubles. I'm really talking about more like singles. I'll add in like pseudo legendaries or like Suicune and stuff like that, but the ones in Kanto weren't really that good. That's why I didn't really add in any of those. Alright guys, those are my top 5 Pokemon from Kanto that are competitive in my opinion. Let me know what your guys are in the comment section below. Any arguments what you should have added? Probably some of these guys like Golem, Alakazam. I know Alakazam was probably a popular one to add in. But let me know what you guys think. I'll be having more of these the rest of the gen. So if you guys want, please leave me like a comment below, a like, or just make sure you hit that subscribe button. And as always guys, have a great day.